Hello everyone, myself Gaurav Kulkarni, and today I will be sharing some information regarding the abstraction in Java. So before we move to the topic, we must know that in object-oriented programming, or we can call it as OOP in the abbreviations, there are four pillars which improves the quality or the sustainability of the code. The first is the inheritance. The second one is the polymorphism. Third one is the abstraction, and the fourth one is encapsulation. So all these options have different features and different uses also. So the features inheritance and polymorphism allows us to reuse the code, which improves the durability and sustainability of the code. And the features like encapsulation and abstractions enhances the security of the code, which makes the code more secure than other languages. So we can say that abstraction is nothing but abstraction can be defined as abstraction is nothing but hiding, showing only the essential parts while hiding the actual implementations. That means while so we can take an example to understand this concept in more deeply. So suppose if you download any software or any games in your mobile or softwares, you are only interacting with the UI you have been provided, while actually you don't know what inside the implementation is going on. While we playing game, we are only aware of the screen module or the user interface we have been provided, while the actual implementations behind the game is hidden from us. So there are few rules to write the abstract class, why we use abstract class. So abstract class is used for the security purpose or security features it provides. So abstract class can contain all the abstract methods and non-abstract methods as well. Non-abstract methods means the method which contains body or the body or implementations. The abstract class or the abstract method we are going to write, the abstract method should be written inside the abstract class only. Abstract methods will so suppose if a regular class extends to a abstract class, then all the methods all the abstract methods in the parent class should be implemented or should be written in the extending class. Otherwise we have to mention the class abstract as well, otherwise it will show a compilation error at the time of compiling. Abstract methods are meant to be overridden, cause which abstraction supports method overriding concept. Abstract class cannot be instantiated. That means we cannot create an object from the abstract classes. So what does mean by the abstract class and abstract method? So we can say that the method which does not contain any implementations or does not contain any body called as abstract method, while the abstract class is nothing but the class which contains abstract method called as abstract class. So we will understand abstract method in details, such as the rules to write. We have been understood that the abstract method does not contain any body or implementation, but there are few more rules in it. The abstract method should be mentioned in the abstract class only, and while the abstract class, so abstract class can contain static method, non-static method also, while it does not only contain abstract method always, but it can contain a non abstract method also. So there are few advantages and disadvantages of abstract class. So advantages are abstraction provides us or allows us to reuse the code which which increases the reusability and sustainability of the code, because the code is going to be reused from one class to another class or another extending class, which it also enhances the security, because we are only showing the essential part to the user, while the actual implementation part is hidden. We can change the next feature is we can change, due to the loose coupling, we can change the required data without hampering the end user. And the disadvantages are sometimes we have to perform unnecessary action, which increases the cost of the maintenance or the cost automation regarding the interfaces in Java. So, as we know, there are 4 pillars in the object-oriented programming, which allows us or enables us to enhance the code in the various ways, such as the abstraction and the polymorphism are the features which allows us to reuse the code, which will reduce the cost and reduce the time of the development, while the abstraction and the encapsulation features allow us the maximum security, which enhance the security of the code. So we can write or execute the program very securely in other languages. So what does mean by interfaces? So interface is nothing but it is a part of abstraction, where we can define it as interface is the blueprint of the class, which specifies that what should a class do and not how. That means it specifies the statements to how the class should be working, but it does not specify that how the class will be going to work. So we can conclude that interface is nothing but it is also as an abstract class, but having all the methods in abstract type. That means in abstract in abstract the method can contain, or the class can contain, the static methods, abstract methods, and non-abstract method. Non-abstract method means the concrete methods which has body in it, while the abstract methods are methods which does not contain any definition or body. So in interface we are not allowed to have non-abstract method in it. Though the interface can contain constant, defaults, static method as well, but we are not allowed to contain a non-abstract method. The next point is interface. So what we are going to achieve by the interface. So as we know that the Java does not support multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance from the class, but we can achieve the multiple inheritance through interfaces. So we can say that the interface can be used to achieve the multiple inheritance. So the syntax to write the interface is, when you have the first condition should be that the name of the interface should be similar to the file name we are writing in, or the .class file name. So the syntax is we have to write the method name with the starting suffix interface, because this is the keyword from which we are going to implement the interfaces. So the syntax will be interface and then the name of the file, and in this structure or in the body we can contain methods and the fields. So the methods, that means while we are writing any method in interfaces, the methods are by default public and abstract. So when we write a program, when we write a code, we don't have any need to write public and abstract before the code, because while in the execution phase, the compiler by defaultly add public and abstract to the methods. And in the fields is nothing but, if you have writing a statement integer a is equal to 10, this is called as a field. In interfaces, the fields are by default public, static, and final. So, uh, so same as the methods, here compiler also adds the public, static, final statement before the code. Then in interfaces we have some limitations, but these limitations are resolved in the next updated version called as Java 8 and 9. So in Java 8 we can create a default concrete method. As I mentioned earlier that we cannot have a non-abstract method, but in Java 8 which allows us to have a default concrete method, but the default keyword should be mentioned before the method. The second features Java 8 allows us to have a static method, but before the static method we should have to write the public and static keywords to execute the operation. And in Java 9 we can have a public method as well as a private method as well, but the syntax would be like this: we have to add a private in it. Java also supports interface also supports method overriding. So there are few rules to achieve the method overriding, that the syntax or the argument should be same, and the argument should be same name. The second rule is the method should be from different classes, so interface will execute. The third and the most important feature is the argument or the parameters we are provided should be the same type, should be the same type, should be in the same sequence, and should be in the number we are going to achieve. Java also, as I mentioned earlier, Java supports multiple inheritance. So if a class implements another interfaces, or interface extends another interfaces, this is called as multiple inheritance. So that's it for today.